Hey guys, it's definitely been a fat minute. I'm at my house right now and we're doing construction within it, like we're remodeling it. He had something to say. But we're remodeling it so everything's outside. Everything's kind of a mess, but I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I posted that video. I made that in May, by the way, for context. That was before the whole summer. And now it's July, basically the end of it, going into August. I don't know what it was that got me so caught up. Like, oh, I also cut my hair. But anyway, I don't know what got me so caught up in everything. I kind of just froze. And I couldn't understand it. I was like, I want to do all this stuff. I want to do all this crap. You think. And I think that weight just kind of freezes on you. And I didn't understand it. I literally just found myself sitting on my couch, not having the courage to do anything. And I was like, what am I doing? I was just watching TV series after TV series, and I typically don't watch any shows because I get addicted to them really badly. And so I started getting addicted to them, and I was like, what is happening to me? About a week later, I was taking this for a good few months, I want to say, other than like working and everything. But, I went on a hike with one of my friends, and I like to go cliff jumping. But there was only one cliff I did. I want to say it was about 10 to 15 meters. Maybe it could have been more, maybe less. But it's the biggest thing I've ever jumped off, right? And you're just landing straight into water. I couldn't understand. I go up there, I'm like, I'm going to jump off this big one. This big cliff, right? And I'm looking at it, okay, let's go. You gotta obviously hike up the trail to get there, and once you're up there, you just gotta commit. You can't just say, I'm gonna go back down, because there's no way back down. You know what I mean? You either fall off or cry and sit there like a baby. And so I go up that trail. I'm thinking, no, I've done this before. I've done one probably about as high as this one. And the last one, it took me a while to get off, but I wasn't thinking about that. I was like, okay, I'm going to go up there and jump. I'm going to show everybody I can go jump it, right? I get up there, and I froze. And I want to say I froze for about 5 minutes. I couldn't do it. There's just some mental block there that was like, I don't know if I could I didn't know if I had the courage to just walk off or to just try and jump off the ledge, And while I was out there, I was like, man, this feels kind of familiar, That fear that's penalizing, you're just frozen. You're frozen with fear. And I was like, this is it with everything, man. Everything you ever want to do, any goal you have for the future, it's always going to feel like that. Any next step that is a big change, is that big jump off the cliff, it's going to freeze you right up. And, you can sit there, you could have a friend console you, you could ask a friend to push you off, But either way, it's going to happen. And it's going to happen. It's going to have to happen because you can't just sit up there. I just thought, everything you ever want to do is just like that cliff. And I still don't know, to be honest, what makes it easier to jump off. And I don't want to say going to like an addictive substance, oh, let me take a shot before I jump off. That's not going to help you with nothing, trust. But I'm just thinking, I don't even know. You do as many breathing techniques, and all you got to do is just not look down. You look down, you're about to step off, you walk off that ledge, you look down, you go, oh, I got to take 2 more seconds. It's so bad, dude. But the truth is, you really just got to force yourself to stop thinking about it. I don't know. I even went stop. I kept saying stop in my head over and over again until I could find some peace and quiet. And in the end, my friends did a countdown for me, and sometimes friends will help you push off too. They'll give you the courage to do it. But even then, man, you just realize once it's kind of that penalizing fear for everything. You know, you can't really get over it. If you want to go to a new job, you hate your current job, you know. You're like, I want to go to a new job. You might be even scared to type up applications, you know, for different jobs. And you'll never know really until you do it, or until you muster that courage to do it, because, man, it's only you who's going to get it done. And to be honest, I don't think I didn't really do anything because I didn't know what to even talk about. Like, sometimes I just feel like I don't got that much to say, you know. But even then, this summer, felt like I had to take action. And I think it was just the biggest realization that you gotta do it, you know. It sucks. It really sucks, because you want to climb up that hill, you want to look down, and you want to turn right back. You know, I don't want to jump off into that. What if I die? The rocks are gonna get me. I can't jump that. I can't do it. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Don't say it. Don't vocalize it. Keep it in your head if you have to, and just tell yourself to stop it if you can. But even then, it can be torturing. And you're out there, you want to do it, you're about to search up the application and hit apply, you're about to go to the interview, you know. You just really have to breathe it out. Kind of blank your mind, don't set any expectations. Maybe you won't even fall off. Maybe your friend in the end will go, okay, let's go back down, you know. But it's hard. It's still hard to do, man. And the best feeling comes after, when you finally jump off. You know, I felt like I was glowing after I did. I was like, okay, I conquered this. I'm going to go eat my sandwich, man. That was my reward. Always set a reward for yourself. And I went back on my rock and I ate a whole sandwich because I was like, no way. But now you can go on living in that moment. You know, knowing that in that present where you were terrified to do it, you still did it. Sometimes you can see things in your future that are just bound to happen, you know. You know it's going to happen at some point. You can't control it. The only thing you can control is how you're going to deal with it, man. You already decided to climb up that mountain. You're already up there. Now how are you going to deal with that? That's kind of, I don't know, I've been experiencing that a lot with everything lately. Because it really is just those 3 seconds where you're awake. You know, I'm here recording a video in my backyard. I'm in Arizona. It's about 100 degrees. It feels like minimum, probably. But you know what? You're here, you're realizing it right now, and you're thinking, what's the best thing I could do? I went on a trip to North Carolina too. And while I was there, I was really upset. You know, I never got to do this lesson. And I was like, wait, hold up. I could have planned this myself. What am I doing? You know, you wait for a little birdie to come in and push you into that pond. No, it's not going to work. You have to choose to do it. And the worst part is you got to fully acknowledge that you're committing to it. That's where I feel like it gets me, at least. I suck at commitment. But even then, you gotta power through it, you know. If you're gonna walk up that mountain, you gotta jump off that cliff. You got to. You gotta know what you're signing up for the second you do it, you know. Read the full contract. Understand the pros and the cons. You gotta know it, because when you do it, you just gotta do 100%. You can't go halfway. Can't go halfway and come back. You can't go up that hill and walk back down, you know. And yeah, this summer has probably taught me that the most. And obviously, I'm still working on it. I'm human, you know, my first time living on this planet. But you figure it out as you go. And one thing is for sure, so if you're going to do it, you gotta do it the full way. Don't back down. Otherwise, I hope your guys' summer has been great. I can't say much for myself on the future, but I hope to see you guys when I see you. Alright, have a great day, you guys.